Hi, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to do an unboxing. I recently subscribed to a horror book club called Twisted Retreat, but within a day or two of that, I also ordered a book from a previous month. Now, I don't know if this is my first month of Twisted Retreat, or if this is the book I ordered. I have not opened this yet. Twisted Retreat is done by Unplugged Book Box, and it's a monthly horror book subscription. There's two versions of it you can do. You can do the book only, which is what I signed up for, or you can do the regular one, where it also includes like personal care thing, like self-care type stuff for like like being able to do like things to help you with stress and stuff, or hobby stuff. Like a recent one had like a crochet kit, or like coffee. They could be like coffee or hot chocolate and collectible bookmarks. And the books are usually exclusive, sometimes exclusive editions, or they're signed editions. Now, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if this is the book I ordered separate from my subscription, or if this is my subscription. So let's see what's in here. It doesn't look like they taped here, which is where I would have figured they would have taped it instead of the sides. So let's see if I can just pull this open or not. If not, I'll get out a tool. Oh, nope, I have to open it. All right, I'm gonna get out my tool. Get out my box opener and... Oh, okay, that's what I have to do. Okay. Alright. Let's see. How do I open this? I've never opened a box from him before. Oh, there's confetti in here. Okay, so I'm thinking... I don't know. It's like this... strips of cardboard type confetti. I don't want to make a mess because I have a cat, and I know he would play with this and possibly choke. Let's see. Is there a sticker on here anywhere that I have to worry about with my address? Nope. Oh, it looks like it's the book I ordered by itself. Okay. I'm gonna set that there a minute. I probably have 2 or 3 more unboxings to do this month. Do that up. Oh, another piece of that stuff. I'll have to take. Ooh, I'm already liking the look of this. It's got those like painted edges, like on my Heaven Breaker that I bought at Walmart, where it's got the artwork on the page edges there. Put that back away in a minute. Yeah, this is the book I ordered by itself. Okay, that's good. I'll close my tool up now. I might not need it, but yeah, it's got artwork right here. You'll be able to see it better when you don't have plastic reflecting everywhere. I just have to figure out how to open this without damaging that beautiful artwork. Oh, and there's a bookmark. Okay. And I don't know if this is signed or not. Ooh, I do need the tool. Too bad there's not a little... Let's see. I'm not going to talk for a second because I don't want to damage the text. That artwork. Okay. Alright. Let's see if making a hole did enough. That did it. The name of this book is The Girl in the Corn, and this is the duology as an omnibus. So instead of having to buy 2 separate books, it's 2 in 1. All right. see if this is signed. Oh, this is a signed edition. Oh, wow. That's cool. This contains both The Girl in the Corn and The Boy from Two Worlds. I'll read a little bit of the back. Okay, The Girl in the Corn. This is the blurb on the back about that one. Young Thomas Cavanaugh's life changes the morning he sees a fairy in his mother's garden. When it appears in his room, he realizes something unfortunate. His mother and father were wrong. The fairy is real. Too real. Years later, the fairy leads Thomas into a cornfield on his family's northwest Missouri farm to face an enemy he can't understand and barely survives. I'll read a little bit of the description of The Boy from Two Worlds. Sorry, I combined his first and last name there. Thomas Cavanaugh's life is a blur, a blend of foggy memories and hidden horrors. When girlfriend Jillian vanishes with 5-year-old Jacob Jenkins, the boy's mother, Margaret Jenkins, goes to Thomas and Sheriff Glenn Kirchhoff for help. Jacob reappears years later, unaged, to a changed world. Investigating a series of brutal murders, Glenn is convinced by Thomas, whose memories returned in Jillian's absence, that Jillian, and I'll leave it there. Sounds like a very interesting book. And I like the artwork because, like, you see the cornfield, and then you see red liquid, which could be blood. It could be something else. I'll have to read the story to find out. And it looks like that is the girl from the first story, or the fairy. Maybe it's Jillian. Okay, yeah, because Jillian's mentioned in the first story as well. So that could be Jillian, or it could be the fairy. Let's see, what does it say in the back? Oh, it's the thing about the author. Jason Offutt writes books. This is infinitely better than what his father trained him to do, which was to drink beer and shout at the television. He is best known for science fiction, such as his end-of-the-world zombie novel, Bad Day for the Apocalypse. A curious work that doesn't include zombies. His paranormal nonfiction, like Chasing American Monsters, that does. And his book of humor, How to Kill Monsters Using Common Household Objects. He teaches university journalism, cooks for his family, and wastes much of his writing time trying to keep the cat off his lap. You can find more about Jason at his website. Wow, that sounds really cool. When I first saw this on another YouTube channel, I didn't think I'd be able to get it. I didn't know you could order it by itself. But that's cool. I'm looking forward to my first month of Twisted Retreat if they have books that are this interesting. I got into reading horror books as a teenager, reading Stephen King. Stephen King is a really interesting author. He's a Christian, and he writes really interesting horror books. Like, Pet Sematary is a really good one. Like, if you're going through grief, that's what Pet Sematary is about. It's about going through grief. Or The Stand, which is a little bit timely in that it's about going through a pandemic. And then I don't want to spoil the last half of it, but there's ideas in it that are similar to ideas found in apocalyptic literature in Christianity and Judaism and ancient religions. And then I got into authors like Ted Dekker, who's a Catholic who writes like thrillers that have almost kind of like a little bit of a horror element to them. 3 is a really good book. I did not see the movie, but the book was really good. And then I've since then branched out into other horror authors like Darcy Coates. And I don't remember the author's name who wrote the Zombie Survival Guide, but he's pretty good too. There are others. Edgar Allan Poe, H.P. Lovecraft. Because horror often takes everyday issues we face and puts them in a different light so you can kind of deal with things. The same for fantasy novels and science fiction. Like Star Trek dealt with issues of social issues like racism and other issues that were happening in the 1960s when the original Star Trek was on TV. Hey Max, are you going to say hi? You going to come up here and say hi to everybody? Max says hi. So, yeah. It's not the main thing I read. I read more science fiction and fantasy than I do horror. I also read a lot of theology. But every once in a while, a horror book or a short horror story is helpful when I'm going through something. So, this is going to be an interesting read. And because it's got fairies in it, I might be able to convince my sister to read it. Or anyone else I know that, you know, is into fairies. So, I hope everybody's having a wonderful week. And I will see you in the next video.